and you see the impact and how it affects the people.
Exactly.
And that's what we want to highlight, the most. Like it's coming into the, mental awareness month, and we want to, highlight and salute those who are struggling with mental issues and battling them. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. We all have them, as much as we don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? We do all have them in some way, shape, or form. And we just gotta acknowledge when people are doing good for themselves and trying to better themselves, you know what I mean? And when those are trying to more or less shun those who are trying to better themselves. And we gotta highlight those who aren't putting the work in as well, because they just at fault. So it's definitely something that you got to continuously do as a village with each other, for each other, encouraging help, encouraging, mental health, because that's, any before you can do anything physically, you got to make sure it's good mentally within you. And we try to get into the next topic, man, because it's, especially with like I said, health, that's a main thing I know for us in these troubling times with the pandemic and all of that going on. It's like, how do I deal with certain things, and moving forward in my life. Um, and, only thing I can do and only thing I can say is, give my testimony or give your testimony, because you never know exactly who may be listening, who may be able to take bits and pieces in order to help them along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, I know it's been like that growing up. You know what I mean? Just watching older cats and the OGs. It's like, you make sure you give back, not only in physical sense but in mental sense too. And I try to do that, day in, day out with whatever I go through. So that way I know, you know what I'm saying, people look good and can be good because you see your boy doing it. So you should be encouraged as well to do it. But during this pandemic, unfortunately, coronavirus struck, in my family. Of course, when it began, but most importantly in my home as of recently. And it, for some people who know me and know my family, we try to hone on taking care of ourselves wholeheartedly through it all. And when that time arrives that you would think that it is here, or you're not sure, and then come to find out that it is here, you would think you go into panic mode, just like everything else or anybody else going through this kind of pandemic, right? But all in all, you still gotta stay strong head first, and knowing that this too shall pass, and what doesn't kill you always makes you stronger, no matter what. And unfortunately, it had to take its toll on my family and loved ones. You know what I mean? And of course, it got to me being around them, having to take care of them. You know what I mean? And it tried, to take a toll on me. But like I said, it wasn't the end of the world as many people try to make it seem. And, I wasn't out there all willy nilly with it, wasn't like we were either. You know what I mean? My family. So it's just one of those things you just like, if it happens, all right, how do we deal with it? What are the steps to follow afterwards? You know what I mean? But also too, making sure beforehand that you were good as far as taking care of your body, know what you're putting in your body, know how to deal with those type of things. So that way when this problem does arise, it's really not a big issue. You know what I mean? And for those who are going through it right now, all I can say, you know what I'm saying? Be encouraged. Keep doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Isolating yourself, making sure you sanitizing things and all of that because it plays a part in the long run. You know what I mean? And as quickly as we can kill it and keep it contained and all of that, however it was brought to you, however you can pinpoint where you caught it, you know what I mean, and whoever was around you that seemed like they weren't taking it serious enough, don't bash them because they got to deal with it in their own time and on their own terms. But the best thing for you to do is, keep on strengthening not only, like I said, your mind, but your body at the same time with knowing what you're putting in your body, how much you need to be doing it, how long you need to be doing it, and then how you will advance once you come out of more or less the dark tunnel and into the light to the other side. You know what I mean? And for me, it was, at first a troubling experience because, it affected my little one, my son. And to see him go through that, it broke my heart at first. But, it's one thing, it's been a message that's been hit to me throughout this year is that, you built for this. You know what I mean? And I've gone through worse, it seems like viruses or infections or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Illness, disease, whatever you want to call it. I've gone through it, some part worse in my life to the point where it could have took me out. But by the grace of God and being in tune to my body and health and knowing to stay ahead of certain things, it's helped me out way more than I ever thought. And for that, I'm so thankful, so grateful for everyone who's been checking in on us, making sure we good, you know, making sure that we sane through it, you know what I mean? Because it messes with your mind over time of the what ifs and the what could haves and all of that. And once you get past that, then you have to really still put in perspective that you're fighting off something that's attacking your body. You know what I mean? And those who, are inclined will know, there's no weapon that forms against you that shall prosper. So with that in mind and in heart, you know what I'm saying? You just continue to stay encouraged, y'all. If you dealing with this pandemic, wholeheartedly in your face or in your home or somewhere around you, you know what I mean? Just understand this. It's not the end of it. It's not the worst thing. And this is watching some people who've had underlying issues, you know what I mean, who have underlying issues and are living with those underlying issues along with the pandemic. It's not the end of the world for us. You know what I mean? Now, I don't recommend go out there and acting like Iron Man and Superman, with
Don't
no
be
mask
stupid.
and all. Yeah, don't be dumb and
Don't
stupid
be
because
stupid.
definitely we weren't either. But it's just certain things that we do take for granted that we might want to still be mindful of because it is still here. And,
Absolutely.
you
Um,
know, it's just not the end of the world though. Once you do go through this, it's gonna be okay as long as you take the right procedures to make sure that your body and the people around you are okay.
Absolutely, man. Just it's like you stated, man. It's basic common sense essentials that you should acquire while we're all going through this pandemic right now, man. First foremost, man, wash your fucking hands. Just wash your hands for one. Two, when you're out and you come back into the house, shower, change your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Next one, man. Like I'm very, very, very strict on this one right here. Watch who the fuck you hang around.
That's a
And what I mean that, I mean like if you know that, yo, I'm about to go chill with my boy next week or whatever like that. No offense, nigga, monitor what the fuck they're doing, because no offense, Facebook tells you everything.
Yeah, Facebook tell you everything.
They tell you everything.
You know, but also too, it's like I said, it's about being in tune with your body.
Absolutely. Eat healthy.
You know, eat healthy, drinking the right thing.
Right stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You can exercise normally and all of that, and that's cool. But you know, make sure you are in tune with your body first, most importantly. You know what I mean? As you wake up, as you go to sleep, as you do your normal activities, because you know your when you're in tune with your body will let you know a lot of things before they arise. And unfortunately, you know, with us not loving our bodies correctly, we try to depend on others to tell us what is wrong with our body instead of seeking the knowledge for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing. You go find out what's up with your body. Because even though each one of our bodies are different from one another, there are various and a lot of similarities that actually coincide with each other.
Sure.
And for you to miss out on your blessing because you don't want to seek and gain that knowledge, or because you're scared to, or afraid of the outcome, then you're just becoming a part of the problem more than you are the solution.
Absolutely.
So my brothers, my sisters, and family out here, loyalists, please stay in tune with your body when it comes to this pandemic, because like I said, catching it and getting it and learning, you know, what to do when you have it is not the end of the world. It's not the end of you.
True, but at the same time, we also got to make sure that they know everybody's body is different. So there are people that have like different reactions because, you know, they are, what's that word? They have those borderline issues or whatnot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, if you know what you got going on with you, please be advised to watch everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm so grateful and thankful that, you know, Deuce is good now, full strength and everything, man. Look at you, nigga, looking like Superman.
Yeah.
Go ahead, boy.
Giant, baby. Small thing to a giant. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, we hit. So,
amen.
It ain't, you know, ain't nothing too major. But like I said, it's just it's relying on understanding my body and seeking that. You know what I mean? Diligently, just as much as everything else that will help you increase.
Yes.
So that's the main thing. You are good enough to get that. You are good enough to obtain that and believe that you are, and you'll be all right no matter what. You heard me?
Absolutely,
man. All right. So moving on in other terms, you know what I mean? We got to give y'all an update on, of course, you know, piggybacking what we have covered in our previous episode, and some other facts and no bulls that we've done. You know what I mean? There was a big decision that was given out recently in America through the Supreme Court. And this might help a lot of people's mental, and this is why we bringing it to attention here at the council, because it was a big thing when it came to voting for Biden or Trump, and speculations was brewing up, you know, about his intentions before even stepping into the Oval Office, that he was going to try and grant warrantless searches and seizures for people's homes with guns. But come to find out recently that the Supreme Court this past Monday has ruled that it is unconstitutional for the confiscation of the guns warrantlessly in Americans' homes. It's unconstitutional. They ruled that it is unconstitutional for them to do warrantless search and seizures for guns in your home. So, and it was unanimous. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was a split decision or anything like that. This was something unanimously decided that is unconstitutional. And that's, you know, because you have your Second Amendment rights, the right to bear arms, you know what I'm saying? You should understand that some of these things were coming to be attacked. You know what I mean? And for those who are gun owners, gun lovers, like me, myself, and a couple of others in the clan, you know what I'm saying? You should be at ease right now. But this is, like I said, a reason why we brought it to attention is because you need to go research what is really being proposed in law against your rights day in and day out.